live?
Yeah, boy. What do you think, man?
Yes, good.
It's gonna be good.
Daddy, we live.
Okay. Okay, just wait for people to get in to this live. Hello. How are you guys doing on this fine midnight?
Yeah, Queen Iceis. We fighting for autism tonight.
Ooh, how my YouTube look like this?
Get them warmed up.
It's doing shiny stuff. I like shiny stuff. It's doing shiny stuff. Okay, now I'm here. I got it. I'm here. Bow.
Bow.
Bow. Someone just came into the room.
You deleted the other one?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't delete it off the thing. I don't think.
No, I'm just making sure because I'm about to share.
Hello, Dark CTK. How are you doing?
Hey.
How are you?
Y'all gotta really excuse our lighting. Like, really excuse our lighting. Okay?
Yeah.
But we doing this tonight is for a good cause. I promise you.
Otherwise, we've been worried about lighting.
Right now, I'm just getting some more people in here. Some very important people.
We need to make sure our moderators are in here. Make sure they're, moderating the live, because sometimes our lives be getting a little spicy. They get real spicy. People get rude.
There we go.
Not with your sound, though. I'm put mine on vibrate right now. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button when you guys come in. Please and thank you. Be greatly appreciated. Dark CTK said, I'm doing good. Chilling like a copper. How y'all doing?
Got to see who this is. Hey. So, my question to you is, do you like rap music? I need to know, do y'all mess with rap music? That's a very important question.
Joan Gilchrist just entered to the building. Hey. It feels weird saying that, Mom Joan. Look.
Yeah, so the good thing about this live is we actually going to save it and share it because we didn't tell nobody that we were supposed to go live on Bigo. So I'm not expecting for it to be a whole rack of people in here, but you can look at it like a previously recorded video. But whoever get to experience this live is going to be an amazing night for you guys.
Oh,
you know why? Because for one, it's my birthday.
And you know what that means, right? You old as dirt.
Dirty 30. You hear me?
Tiffany Gilchrist just entered into the building. Hey, Teddy.
Nakoda. Okay. And for two, my album is releasing any minute now. You hear me? October 5th. So, yes. I know y'all got some questions and we got some answers, but like I said, I'm doing this for a very, very, very good cause, okay?
Okay, so Dark CTK was like, I like to listen to any music. John was like, happy birthday. And Tiffany was like, 30 flirty. I like that better than
Thank you, 30 flirty. I like that.
I just had a tongue tied 30. I'm not going to do it again.
So, have y'all ever heard of autism?
It's not brand new, guys. Ain't y'all first time.
You hear that sound or is it just me?
It's
good.
Yeah. We got one yes from the lovely Miss June. Tiffany said, happy birthday, sis.
Thank you. Turn up. What is that? Why do this keep happening? See, I'm about to have to call my dad. I don't like that. Is we too close? You go that way. All right, we good.
Oh, we gotta separate the speak. Yes.
The technician job.
Hit her. Can you separate the speakers? We can now take to separate the speakers real quick. All right, so first of all, we're gonna get these comments and answer back these comments.
Let's spin them. Let's spin them.
Dark CTK said, "Oh, by the way, happy birthday."
Thank you. I really appreciate
so
it.
Nice, so nice, so nice.
So I don't celebrate too much or nothing. But today I'm celebrating, and it's not about my birthday. It's not about me. Tonight is a very selfless act that I'm on tonight. I am very talented when it comes to singing, rapping, doing hair, tattoos, a lot of things. I'm vicious. But I chose to use my talent to give back. Now, if y'all follow the Zodiac Twins and y'all know the Zodiac Twins, every video we put out, whether it's a skit, a prank, whatever it is, we have a deep message at the end of it. We have fought against ADHD. We have fought against depression. We have fought against a lot of things. We bring light to it and we make it fun. Okay? This is no different. Just because it's my birthday means nothing. Just because my album dropping means nothing. Tonight we're here to talk about autism and fighting against autism. Okay? See that girl, Tiffany? She has a son named Daytron who suffers from autism. He's been suffering his whole entire life with autism. He's almost grown. See that boy right there? This is the goal we're trying to reach tonight. 150.
150.
That's the goal we're trying to reach tonight. $500 of the proceeds I make from my album that's dropping is going straight to him. And whatever's left over is going to the program in itself, just the fight against autism in itself. Do y'all have any questions before we get into it? Y'all gonna hear some good music tonight.
Okay, well, Tiffany said we are celebrating Mom being a mother this day. And
Like
Jones said, hey to Tiffany, and there we go, talking amongst each other in the chat room. You know,
Okay.
loving it up. All right, guys. Today is about to be fun. We're about to have a lot of fun. We're about to listen to some new music. That's the Queen Iceis. Yes, please put your cameras down. The Queen Iceis is in here. Yes, she did put out some new music, and she has her new album out, and there are questions that need to be answered that she is so ready to answer. And in the process of answering those, we'll also be answering questions about autism and giving out some fun facts about it, because I think people need to know about this. It shouldn't go
Before
unnoticed.
we get into, we're gonna go back and forth, and we're gonna play some good music and just really get into it. This album actually has 10 songs on it. It's 11, but I say 10 because one is an intro. All right? Y'all gonna look at me and be like, oh, what's she gonna be rapping about? I'm a beast. And you about to find out.
She got an intro, though. Everybody who got an intro is a beast. I'm just saying. Wish I could be a rapper.
First of all, let's talk about autism. What is autism? I'm gonna let Lola handle that.
Well,
it's over there. It's with you.
It's on me? Okay. Wait, guys. Y'all gonna have to give me this.
Let's talk about autism.
Look at which one I used for that one.
Okay. So autism is a range of conditions and challenges dealing with social skills, okay, repetitive behavior, speech, nonverbal communication, okay? Did you know one in 54 children in the U.S. has autism?
Ooh, I got a fun fact. Do you guys know that boys are 4 times more likely to have autism than girls?
Did you hear that?
I didn't even know that.
Make sure y'all hold on to that fact right there. Hold on to that fact, because we're going to get into that. Okay? All right. I don't want none of that. None of that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play the first song. It is a intro. It is a really quick snippet. You know what I'm saying? It's just a teaser of my bars. Okay. After we get this out the way, we're gonna get into some fire songs. All right, let's play one.
It's about to get real.
Turn it up. We got too much power over here for autism. Y'all hear me? Let's go. What you gonna do when you see a powerful bitch who like the city up when I come through and just like Tupac, you know that bitch got the juice and you can hate all you want, but I'ma still front on you. I can have your man, but I do not want to cause it's big game. We can take care of you and my pussy too good just to waste it on you. I gotta keep it real, I don't mean to be rude. I got your bitch just sicko, did you catch the flu? Bitch, shut my account and see my money grew. I would take your whole life and polish it like me. Shut up, you can't do shit cause I'm too powerful when I can get away with breaking all the rules. And just like they say, I'm too cool to get schooled by a lame ass bitch with some fucking ass fish. Need to head up a doctor, she running like shit. I'ma end it with the moral of the story. I'm too powerful for you to come forward. All this power, I just can't take it. You know it's hard to come by. You're mistaken if you think I'm faking. I can see the shit in my eyes. Bossing up now, yeah, I took your crown. Nobody's fucking with me. It's okay, bitch. We bout to get rich. We bout to get this money. Yeah.
And I could have sworn you said this was an intro. And you said that you was gonna bring up some fire next. You ain't said you was gonna set it on fire right now.
That ain't nothing. You know, that's just a little
No, it's got hot.
Now, if you are sensitive to language and stuff like that, let me know now because I'm passionate about my music. It's nothing sugar coated. This is very vulgar. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it
to
is.
keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep this thing going. All right. What are some signs of autism? Okay. Signs usually appear at age 2 and 3, but some people they see signs at 18 months. Yeah, as little as 18 months. So when you see your child disconnecting with others, lack of empathy, and difference in human reaction, like say for instance, they don't look you directly in the eyes like normal kids do and stuff, or they don't follow directions, that's a sign, a huge sign. All right. Outbursts, language development delay, you know what I'm saying? And behavior issues. Those are all signs. And the best thing you can do about that is catch it early. As soon as you notice it, say something.
Okay.
It's very important.
Comments. Oh, Lord.
You good.
My earring just touched it. Okay, so some people's like, yes, sis, yes, purr. And then there was mixed emotions, specifically said.
Woo.
I don't know if she's saying mixed.
No, she's talking about autism.
Oh,
mixed
well, yeah.
emotions.
Well,
that's what like lack of empathy is. Like,
yeah, look, Good Doctor, right there.
Yeah.
Example. That's like one of my favorite shows. Good Doctor is Good Doctor. Like that's bomb.
Have y'all ever seen Good Doctor?
What?
Y'all need to watch that.
Y'all
Good Doctor
that.
is he's a doctor and he's a good doctor, but he's on the spectrum.
And even though that they lack empathy at times, they're very creative people. Mm-hmm. They excel creative like to the utmost. Like people don't see it because they see autism, but they are very creative people, very smart. Like
I could tell you a story about my nephew. Like he was struggling to speak, but I watched this boy take a toy car apart and put it back together. Rain Man.
That's a good one too. That's a good movie.
Read, like, say for instance, this is the book. This is how you read, page to page to page to page to page in seconds. Dictionaries, encyclopedia, thesauruses, like that's how he read. He knew how to count numbers, and he had the best memory in the world. He could remember pi, and that's a true story. He suffered from autism.
I like pie.
And you know. Let me tell you, I was sad though, right? autism in the Black community is sad because a lot of people who deal with autism in the Black community, they don't have the resources that everyone else have to get the type of help that they need. So you see, not bringing race or nothing into play. I'm speaking for us. I can speak for my own people.
Right.
But I'm talking about in different communities and in different races, you have schools that's like focused strictly on autism. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's teaching them social skills and stuff like that they go every day before and after school. And sometimes they just stay there, like they learn there as well. The Black community do not have that. They may give you an aid. They may give you special education. That's it. So I think that's important. That's why this is important. That's why I'm doing this campaign. That's why programs like this need to have a light shined on it. Like we're doing a walk for my nephew on the 23rd at the harbor. Y'all can pull up and y'all can support him. Team Daytron. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is very important because people like my nephew need resources other than what they're giving them. And as a mother, and Tiffany can tell you, as a mother, it's hard to go to work, pay all the bills, you know what I'm saying, then come home and give your child the attention that they need. And you're doing it by yourself as a Black mother. That's hard. You get what I'm saying? She don't just have a place where he can get everything he needs. So as a family, we try to come together and stick together for him. But it's hard. We need better resources. We need schools in these Black communities that literally focuses on autism. Focus on it, not just stick them in the room with people with ADHD, ADD, learning disabilities, speech impairments. No, that's not enough. We need people that specialize in autism. That's what we need in our Black communities.
And also in our Black communities, we need to start speaking up for them as well, because so we can get these resources. A lot of Black communities, they have this thing where they oversee it, or they be like, oh, well, we just need to beat the child and he'll be all right.
No.
You know, and stuff like that. Like, there needs to be, y'all need to pay attention to your kids. Like, y'all need to see what's going on. Like, understand them. Don't just try to stick them in front of a TV or stick them somewhere or think that, oh, just putting them in this spot and me not paying attention to them is going to make it better because they're going to help them. No, they also need your help as well as being a parent. So, like, step up.
Thank you. Give me some, girl. She walked us right into it. So what's the best way to deal with the child with autism? Tiffany can tell you firsthand, because she deals with one, and she's been dealing with one for a very, very long time. So the very first thing that you can do as a mother is stop being so in denial. Not to call out the Black community, but mothers in general will sit there and be like, oh, it's nothing wrong with my child. Oh, he's okay. Or they just accept anything that they hear from a doctor. Like, oh, this is what's going on. No, if you see that something is wrong, you keep fighting until you get the answers that you need for your child, okay? And if a doctor tell you something, don't just ignore it. Jump on it. Be like, okay, so this is what he got. This is what I need to do. It's no pushing it to a side. You got to jump on it like my sister did.
Tiffany said you need to treat them equally. That's also another thing, because they shouldn't have to feel like they're any separate, like they're separate from their siblings or any other cousins or anything like that. They should feel as if they're one of them.
Exactly.
Because that could also lead them to depression.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's one more thing that you have to deal with. The autism plus the depression, it could be tragic for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying not to hit this damn thing.
You got to pay attention to the signs. You have to catch it early. As early as possible. Soon as you see signs and you get notifications that the doctor is telling you something is wrong here, jump on it. Go and find. I'm telling you, from mother to mother, go, because they're not going to do it for you. You have to go fight for your child and go find every resource possible for that child. Okay?
They're just going to tell you what you need to get done, and then you have to do it. And sometimes they don't even tell you what you need to get done. They're being around the bush, so then you have to get a second and a third opinion.
Yeah.
But the point is to get those opinions.
Right.
Don't stop at go. You got to keep going, keep pushing,
and accept it
to make sure that you do get the best for your child.
Right. One of the biggest misconceptions about autism is the first thing they would say is, oh, ADD, ADHD. That's one of the first things that they want to say. Okay? Because like I said, we don't have the resources. We dealing with people that got Medicaid. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have the money to really get the type of care that they need for that child. So you will accept anything. But if you like, say for instance, you know somebody with ADHD and ADD, but then you see your child, you're like, no, this is different. Go with your instincts as a parent. That's what you got to do.
And people stop thinking ADHD and autism is abnormal. It is normal. It is a natural thing. It is not something that was cursed upon you. It's not something that somebody put some juju on you.
Exactly.
You went out and dealt with your little boyfriend and he done brought you back autism. No, it's not like that. It is a natural thing.
It is.
Like,
you can definitely be born with it.
Yes. Don't think you can.
Yes. So with that being said, let me introduce y'all to my single, Heavy Handed, okay? I was doing my mom hair one day, and she was like, girl, you heavy handed. You always been heavy handed since you was a baby. So she saved my life when I was little. The ceiling was caving in, and she snatched me out of the bathroom, and it fell on her head. She saved my life. So now she's sensitive when I do her hair, okay? So I'm going to let y'all hear this song, Heavy Handed. It inspired me to talk about everything I'm heavy-handed about. Not just hair, not just heavy-handed about being a parent, a mother, a wife. Yeah, let's go.
It's just heavy.
La ciencia.
It started when I was a little baby. I was heavy-handed running around. But I'm grown now, when you know just how I get down. Real talk, I'm heavy-handed when it comes to the sound. Cause I'ma make you pay attention to what comes out of my mouth. Heavy-handed every time I touch a pot of pan. Cause I'm a mother now, I gotta feed my kids and my man and watch them crush. You never fed a bitch like me, but unless we sipping on some juice, ain't nothing else can be discussed. Heavy-handed when it comes to a pad in the pan. Because my lyrics claim you cannot tell me where I go in. Heavy-handed when it comes to the hustle. From YouTube to singing, just look at my muscle. I'm a strong bitch, you will never trust you. 100% of my work, nigga, I'ma bless you. Getting this paper is something that I must do. Heavy-handed when it come down to going to war. Heavy on the mind games, cause I'm coming for yours. Heavy on the bank rolls when I'm spending that cash. Just in case I gotta pay a bitch to get in that ass. I'm a boss bitch, won't get my hands dirty for shit. I bet you watch your mouth the next time you play with my clique. Heavy-handed on every fucking thing that I do. You need to understand that I'm a brain that always come through. And them niggas who doubted me need to keep in their place. Cause you see a bitch wondering now you all in my face. I haven't seen or heard from you bitches some years. And now I cut you off, you want to study talking out tears. Well, I ain't buying. Don't give a fuck about your ass crying. Be a whole day in hell.
No battery.
Zodiac twins. I'm heavy-handed, fully equipped to handle shit. Yeah, stay on my good side, or you will die. I'll take you high. Yeah, I am not the one. Promise you're right when you see that gun. Yeah. Heavy with the hands, just at my mess. I'll make you yeah. Let's
So shop is stacking, I be making the paper. She want to dig a dog around, I make her fuck up and make her screaming out my name. Want to wake up the neighbors and only see me now and then like a fucking cicada. Too busy saying trailers where they front niggas haters. They don't think that we say I'm cooking out on the radar, but that's the way that they like it. That we catch when we bake them. And I don't fuck with the pork while she turn on the bacon. Spinning back the back, yeah, about to go drag them. Step up, tell her watch a young nigga snake them. Fucking money heavy-handed with greatness. Go and get it now, I ain't into the wait. And my young niggas with it, they be trapping on Vegas. Hurting back, that's nigga bitches. My mother basement shooting, that's with me, nigga. And I bet it a break. Show me money, little nigga, and I bet it I take it.
I'm heavy-handed, fully equipped to handle shit. Yeah, stay on my good side, or you will die. I'll take you high. Yeah, I am not the one. Promise you're right when you see that gun. Yeah, heavy with the hands, just at my mess. I'll make you dance. Okay, yeah. Let's go.
Y'all had to be in the studio when that was being made. I don't think y'all understand how fire, like the vibes that was in the studio that day was just. I wish I could rap, y'all. Like I really do. Like I wish I could. I can't do it.
Don't we got it? We got it. It's like our 10th video down. It's up there. My studio session was up there.
Oh yeah, it is. It is up there.
Ted, we need the charger. For the what's that?
For the speaker.
Yeah. I don't know what I did.
We Zini's is that
Shaw
tell.
gave it to me, Shaw.
Don't we have
I
another
did.
USB
Keep it going. I'll be back in a minute.
on that side? Oi!
USB.
Keep it come back out.
My bad, y'all. This is the part where I'm supposed to be like exciting, and I'm not. I'm not gonna say a lot of you guys. I'm not excited at all. I have my moments
You
where I
say
just
excited or exciting?
exciting. I'm not exciting.
Yeah, but I got.
Put it back
Like-
on there and put that long cord on it. Plug it in the wall over there.
I try to, but the surge is not long enough.
Daddy, it don't read. I mean, it don't reach, but go ahead.
The big long cord.
The orange one is right there.
Y'all, look, these songs that y'all heard so far, this don't even scratch the surface.
Yeah,
I may look slanted, but I'm not in real life.
Maybe. What?
I am. I'm doing it now.
My Aunt Joan was like, ghost sign, so hitter, you know, you gotta, you can't be quitter, because you're a hitter. Honey bang.
It's gonna come alive. It's all right. It's all good. Yeah. Man, you can lay your ass back down. You ain't shit.
Daddy, you can't do that. I'm sorry, y'all. My daddy is hilarious. That's my daddy. I don't care.
Go to sleep, nigga.
He said,
Run it back!
he said,
We win!
Daddy. All right, so.
my lord, hold up, y'all. Look, it's hot, and it's not even no lights on me. It's just because I have dark skin. But I'm telling you guys, Iceis have been working her tail off. When I mean working her tail off, she has been working, making sure that she get this music out. That's why we haven't been doing a whole lot of videos and stuff like that. She's been doing a lot of music and been getting on the music and stuff like that. She's been real busy. I really don't even get to see her like that, y'all. I be missing my own twin. Like, y'all think y'all miss us? I miss her.
Hey, Daddy.
If that makes sense.
I'm sorry about this, y'all. We gotta get this back up and running.
I was saying,
Bluetooth mode.
There we go.
Bluetooth connected successfully.
There we go. All right, so like I was saying, I want y'all to know this is, hold on, Daddy, this is important. This is very important information. Because you loud and we can hear you. Can y'all please tell my daddy we can hear him? Everybody press 1 if you can hear my daddy, and he hilarious.
My man for next Friday.
All right, so listen. So we was talking about autism in the Black community, right?
Right.
And statistically, I told y'all to remember something. Remember how many more boys suffer from autism than girls. And you know what makes that 10 times worse?
Tell me.
When they grow up in a household without a father.
Preach, girl.
So now you got the woman working hard, trying to be there for her child, taking care of all the bills, doing everything she's supposed to do by herself. And this boy, she's trying to teach how to be a man. And he's on a spectrum. Do y'all know how hard that is? So I feel like it's important. Like even in my situation, like it was important for me to let it out. My father, he was always there for me. He always raised me, but it was a point in my life where I hit the critical time, and that was my teenage years, where my mom and my dad, they went their separate ways. And what happens naturally in a Black household? The mother take the kids. Even if the father is willing to take the kids, the mother naturally takes the kids. That's what happens, right? So that's what happened. And, you know, it stung. But once I got older, I talked to my dad, and we great. This is my best friend. He's not just my father. He's my best friend. But I had to let out how I felt during that time. Check this out.
got fried. Black man lost, no one on my side. Big dog for the code, cause white people gon' ride. Against all odds, me against the world. Grinding to my death day, put that on my death blade. Post these motherfuckers, fuck what they gotta say. Social media gangsters, the beef ain't real. I did it for the streets, fuck a record deal. Niggas want me dead, 12 want me dead. Cut the small talk and turn your white sheet to red. So no mercy, when niggas can't curse me. No limit, bitch, my name is Mr.
Let's go. I'm trying to figure out why I gotta have mercy on you, but we never had mercy on me. I was a young girl when you let me out of the blue, said the same that you need to see. I grew up alone, even though I needed my father, mama was home, but only things make a life hard. And now I'm grown and I run into the same cycle. I take the man in my life, nah, fuck it, I got the whole heart now, and everybody will see like mercy, mercy. That shit is not the pain that I felt the kill. I'm gonna establish no first that's in the part of me. Let's see the boys see the function, but the girls do too. Teach me how to love a nigga, how to be loved too. I stay running to a nigga just to find you. But my mother was a hitter when the pills were due. 3 kids before I was 21. Now I got 2 daughters and I got 3 sons. And I got a good man and he got 5 guns. So if I got 5 problems, he will stop each one. Damn, this story ain't really about a matter. Remember who I am, not sticking to the plan. Every time the beat drops, I need you to understand. So yeah, twin ain't mercy, don't have no mercy. Woo! Show no mercy. Show no mercy. Show no mercy.
Lord, I don't think they can take no more. Look, my mic is on fire. I'm sweating. Woo! It's hot.
Woo! Y'all know what's funny? Sometimes I listen back at my music and be like, I wrote that.
And I be like, all right, you guys, thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen. That was Queen Iceis and 640 Bam with No Mercy. That was great. That was great, guys. That was amazing. Amazing. Beautiful job. Just beautiful. Dynamite.
You funny.
I'd be so pressed to know. I'd be like, look, I know her in real life. Period. Y'all want an autograph? Guess what? I can get it during dinner time. That's how much I know her. We eat dinner at the same place.
So yes, this is important. Like, I realized this one thing. Okay. We took care of that.
Yeah, I did this and this.
Yes, adults can. I'm answering questions. This is questions that was commonly asked. Okay. Yes, adults can have autism. Obviously, when you have autism as a kid, you grow up and you have autism still because there's no cure. It don't go away. Okay, you could just learn how to deal with it. Can people live a normal life with autism?
Yes.
Of course. Now, it's some severe cases where a child would never be able to look a person in the eye nor speak and communicate. And that's in very severe cases. But most of the time, children with autism lives an amazing, beautiful life.
There are some celebrities that have autism and they are flourishing perfectly fine with no problem.
Exactly.
So, and a lot of people don't see it, or they just because they don't see it, oh, that person doesn't have autism. But little do you know, like the most normal people that you watch on a daily basis.
So many different types of autism. Let me tell you something. Do you know what a spectrum is? It's so many different types of autism. Just like you got people that suffer from cerebral palsy. Some can't talk. Some in a wheelchair. Some can walk. Some can drive and preach and own a church and be a pastor. Yeah, I saw it. Shout out to Jesse Sims. So it's a spectrum. It's all different kinds of autism. It does different things. It just depends on how that affects that person's brain, and the environment that, he come up around.
So I found some of them, right? Some of the different ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that's called Asperger's. I don't know if I'm saying
Asperger's. Asperger's. That's the good doctor.
I'm just saying, it's Asperger's. Like, all right, Asperger's Central. It's like, let me stop. Asperger's syndrome. And it's like, it's a restricted behavior. It's namely towards social interactions where they just basically can't socially interact, but it's a challenge for them to interact with other people. Then they also have PDD, which is pervasive developmental disorder, and it's for kids who are on this autism spectrum but don't meet all the standards. So it's not necessarily all the way autism. It doesn't show every single statistic of a person with autism.
Right.
In so many words.
What's the comments?
Okay, let's go into the comments. We got someone saying that they heard Dad. We got somebody say, "Hey, Dad." What's up, Daddy? Tiffany said, "No mercy, babe.
No mercy."
And of course, Aunt Joe was like, "That's my baby. That's my daughter. That's my baby. I raised that. Yes, Lord. 10 pounds, 5 ounces. 10 pounds."
She is hilarious.
I'm trying my look. Y'all know I'm high end with comments. I be so into the conversation and so into you because I love communicating with y'all. But sometimes I gotta read what y'all saying to me. But I love talking to y'all. I love you. I love you.
You're stupid.
I love you. I can't wait until we get to these questions about Ice's career and what she been doing because she gonna spill all the tea today because the world wanna know what's Ice's been doing. Why the Zodiac twins ain't on the...
So I'm getting donations through Cash App right now, and I appreciate it. I want to give shout outs. Well, they want to be anonymous. I'm getting donations through Cash App, so I want to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you guys. Whoever's donating, we really appreciate it. He really appreciated it. It's for the greatest of the greatest cause.
Yes.
Like, let's shine light on this stuff, guys.
By the way, our algorithm is messed up because I see the amount of people who's actually on the live and I'm getting messages versus what it's showing. That's not accurate. It's just not.
All right, so it's not 6 people, it's more than 6 people watching?
Yeah, it is. I'm looking.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Look, if I don't see y'all comments, it's not my fault. I really do apologize. I'm about to refresh my phone just to make sure.
No, it's good. It's
Are you sure?
good.
Because I don't want to miss nobody's.
All right, look, listen. The algorithm don't have nothing to do with the comments. That's just, remember last time they brought it, we had 20 people on here, and then they had what, 2-3 people showing?
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then they shut it down, kicked everybody out. Remember?
It's because we authentic.
Okay, so what made me want to start this foundation? First of all, it's not a foundation. It is a concerned aunt who loves. Do you hear what I'm saying? Who loves her nephew.
Yeah.
Listen, I raise money for situations like this because it affects me personally, my life. If it affects my life personally, I'm going to do what I can do or whatever. But I help raise my nephew, okay? And I don't feel like he get the proper resources that he need. And a lot of people in the Black community don't. You know what I'm saying? And I already said that I'm not going to keep going. I'm talented, so I choose to take my talent and give back with it. That's important to me. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, I'm always going to give back. That's that.
And using the platform to push it out there because, we have a platform where we have people who are actually listening to us, who are actually wondering what we have to say and care about the things we have to say. So why not say the things that people be trying to overlook?
Right.
Try to oversee it because this person doesn't have as much followers as us, or they're not doing what we're doing on YouTube. They're just speaking outside, just out in the public, and they're not being noticed.
I'm sorry. I'm looking down, y'all, because I got my this is my my song list. Okay. All right. So when you get to the point where you a big dog, and you walking around this junk, you got chains on, you got diamonds on your hands, you drive an expensive car, you got on red bottoms, you know what I'm saying? You hitting the club every night, popping bottles, throwing money on strippers. When at some point is you gonna be like, okay, I've done all of this. Now let me do something to give back. When is it gonna hit you in that way where damn, I need to really take a look in the mirror and give some of this stuff back? Now I get it. Jewelry is insurance. Yeah, people don't know. You purchase jewelry, it's actually an investment. But take some of that and give back. First of all, be smart. You can write it off on your taxes for one. For two, your blessing can be a blessing. Pay it forward. And with that being said,
doesn't that make you feel better wearing jewelry, knowing that you probably donated? Like, I'm fly, but I did something for somebody today, and I'm fly. I'm even more fly because I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people think like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just trying to get, you know what I'm saying? How I did do. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something about me. People look at me and they be like, "Oh yeah, she got that from there." I don't care. I got 5 children that I gotta take care of, so I don't mind shopping anywhere cheap. You hear me? It's not like I can't afford Gucci though. Let's get that straight. I can afford. I can afford what I want to afford, but it's not about that. Okay,
Not at all.
I like to give back. I like to take care of my kids, and that's what's more important to me. But don't get it twisted. Shorty gets money. Check this out.
Y'all gotta look out for the new TikTok for this.
I just need something that can slap. Yeah. Do it to it, then she threw it back. Yeah. Promise you ain't never seen me lag.
What's happening? Oh yeah,
Probably cause I'm making lots of cash. I done came in first, you last. Pedal to the metal, hit the gas. Promise you ain't never seen me lag. Probably cause I'm making lots of cash.
I'm getting money. Don't give a fuck about bitches cause Iceis is counting them honeys. I'm getting paper. Hit up your nigga, baby girl. I promise he won't see you later. They say trust the process, nigga. The only one I trust is God. And Iceis gon' cry. I gotta be honest. I would never be a slugger. My husband speak honest, I promise. Just in your head right. Never, ever sweating a nigga. He won't see the daylight. I took a dollar. So be careful with the Zodiac Iceis nigga when you hide. You see that ass though, but don't smack it. If you do, I promise you going in the ground. Cause they say I'm real good. So go get your bitch and tell her come see me and let's see how that goes. You know that that's no way you can win. When Iceis play the game, it's the same. The way I make it rain, I'm a team. I know that I'm insane. I stay up on his brain when I see him. Stay up in his lane. I make him scream my name. I'm a gem. Can I be the blame for his game?
I just need something that can slap.
Shout out to Orion for the donation.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm doing this for my nephew. TJ Tron.
Probably cause I'm making lots of cash.
Hey.
I done came in first, you last.
You last.
Pedal to the metal, hit the gas.
She hit the gas.
Promise you ain't never seen me lag.
What's happening?
Probably cause I'm making lots of cash.
Hit up.
100 bad, run the sack. I'm the only one got it, you know I'm attacked. Give her his dick, make the bitch get attached. She look like a diva, but fuck like that. Put that shit deep, make her throw that shit back. Keep my little secret if you don't, then you hat. So on my whip, I get that shit rap. The life that I'm living, the difference like crap. Whoa! I see a pick and I blow. Whoa! He got a clipper, don't blow. Whoa! She take the dick like a hoe. Whoa, leave the egg and she want me go slow. Whoa! I got the drip, don't slip it phenomenal. Pop my shit, it's who lit it. My tipper, she drip like
Shout out for another donation, yes!
Don't want these problems, a lot of shit common. For the ops on YouTube, you rhyming or yucking a bluff, you think you gangster. All that dumb shit gon' make me come to Spain. My bitch, I know they gon' hate it. Hey, try to get back to the page.
Need something that can slap.
Let's go!
Do it to it, then she threw it back.
She gets.
Promise you ain't never seen me lag.
What's happening?
Probably cause I'm making lots of cash.
Hey.
I done came in first, you last.
You last.
Pedal to the metal, hit the gas.
She hit the gas.
Promise you ain't never seen me lag.
What's happening?
Probably cause I'm making lots of cash.
Let's go! Yeah.
Turn up for Day is real.
Yes!
Come on,
Turn up!
yes.
Turn up for my nephew. Thank you. We appreciate the donations, the cash out, the YouTube donations. Oh my gosh, that's
God,
right.
so
His
very
goal
good.
is only 150, and y'all, the way y'all do it,
Run it up, run it up, run
I'm
it up.
telling you, we gonna be there.
Run it up, run it up, run it up.
Let's go.
Hashtag Team Day in the comments.
Yes.
Hashtag.
King Day
some
Trump.
love. Show my baby some love. Show my baby some love.
Yes. Okay, so y'all understand, right? What I explained to y'all how important it is to have a black man in a black community in your kid's life. That's very important because guess what? Us as mothers, we can't raise no man to be a man. Like we can raise a man because we want to do what we got to do. We survivors. That goes for both sides. A man can raise his daughter, but he can't teach her how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? He can't tell her what it feel like to be on her period. He can't tell her what it feel like to be emotional and stuff like that. Exactly. Just like we can't explain to a man how to be one. We can't teach him, certain things about life. Like we just ain't got it in them, in us as women to do it. We gonna make them soft and sensitive. We ain't gonna mean to, but next thing you know, they're gonna be just as emotional, and you're gonna wonder why, because he was raised by a woman alone. But you know what I'm saying?
But one thing about a woman, if she needs to protect her cuz, but
she gonna do that.
It's necessary.
But we gonna get there. You ain't even gotta go there. You can hold that. We gonna get there.
It's cereal, no milk.
So, like, basically what I'm saying is, so dealing with this situation I dealt with my dad, like in Mercy that you just heard, I wind up looking for a father and dudes, and that's what women tend to do. Yeah. Okay? Sometimes we tend to be like, oh, looking for the traits that our father had or could have had in a guy. So it landed me in a tough situation in life. It landed me in an abusive relationship where I was scared to really talk about it. Or when I talked about it, I felt like no one cared anyway, or no one was listening. Okay?
And there are certain females that actually don't want to look for those traits of her father, which was in my case, who didn't want to look for those things, but still ended up running into it anyway. Like it's almost like you're a magnet to the bullshit.
Right. And you don't know why. Like, you're like, nah, I'm better than this. Because you can look at a person in a relationship and be like, oh, girl, would never. But whole time, it's like, if you was in it, would you be like that? Strong as I am, y'all would look at me and be like, oh, she got abused. Never.
Right. They wouldn't even look at it.
Never.
Yeah, they, of course.
They'd be like, she ain't going, not Iceis. Iceis ain't going to go like, not Queen Iceis. But yes, I've been through that. And guess what? I didn't say nothing. I went through it, and guess what? I kept my mouth shut. But this is the first time I'm talking about it.
Tiffany said, thank you so much, sis. She loves you so much.
I love her too. I love you too, baby. Listen, this is the first time I ever talked about domestic violence.
Time to let it out.
Let's go.
I'm holding on to this paper.
Y'all listen to the lyrics of this song, y'all. See, y'all can relate. Put your hand up, y'all.
You ever felt a little knot you get in your stomach when the embarrassment was heaven sent to show you was sent? The little man you think that God sent for development. It's on your lesson, man, not a blessing, man. Are you listening? Are you listening? The kind of man that make you feel ashamed, never support your dream, who always has and blame. See a fucking lane, never on your team, insecure ass nigga. You fucked up your brain. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Let's go. The type of man that make you work real hard, make you lose your job. Know your feelings wrong. He never showed you love, only cost you harm. But you love him, so you scream that it's something in my heart. You wanna tell your friend when all the laughter ends, he beat you down again. But you don't let him win with all that nonsense, because that's your man and they are just a friend. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Okay, this shit is hurting me. Ain't got nobody to go to church with me. I feel like everybody just deserted me. I'm pouring my heart out on this beach, you see. I'm dying inside and I need some help from you. I'm love sick and I don't know what to do. I can't sing it, just please Lord to do. And to my children, your mother make it through. And to that nigga, you best believe it through. But there's only one thing I need from you. Hey! One thing I need from you. Hey! Are you listening? 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 Are you listening?
I'm so sorry, Iceis, that I didn't chime in. That thing was deep, girl.
No, you good.
I'm talking deep fried chicken, pie deep.
Thank you.
Like that thing, like it struck a nerve. Like,
let me tell you something. When in this album, I saved the best for last. Hold on. Oh shit. Where we at? Alright. In this album, I definitely saved the best for last. So what I'm gonna do is I'm about to run through it. I'm about to go ahead and let it play because our laptop is about to die soon. And I had an amazing time. I hope I educated y'all about autism. And I hope y'all go out and download this album because, like I said, it's not just about me. It's not just about a birthday. I can care less about a birthday. I care about that. You see this? This is what I care about. So y'all download this album. Get this album. Run these views up. Run these. Share it on every platform. Share it on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, every platform that you got. Share this album because it's gonna help people that's been abused. It's gonna help people that dealt with fake friends and fake everything. Now let's play this song. And this one I kept taking it back.
This is my lady jam.
Okay.
This is my lady jam.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I feel like I'm trapped in your roller coaster going round and round and make me sick to my stomach every time we go up and down. We argue, yelling at each other all the time, but I can't leave cause the dick so good and it's blowing up my mind. You got me hooked on you, baby, and I can't even lie about you. Sometimes it goes the line. I'm so tired of your shit. All you do is fuck me over. I ain't no big ass bitch. I'm turning back into a soldier. You can go and get your shit and get the fuck up out my face cause you're a lame ass nigga that's about to make me catch a case. Fuck that dick, I don't need that shit, and fuck that bomb ass hit too. Hold on, baby, I spoke too fast. I don't want you to leave. You got me pulling on your shirt just to get you to stay home. Got me so fucking confused, but I can't leave you alone. You got me acting like a child when I know that I'm full. Let me get that dick one more time, cause I'm trying to scream them on. Come home to me, baby, I'm waiting. There's no need for anticipating. Cut it out, you know that you want this. I bet you some next on this hit list. Don't got time, so baby, please hold us. Get the fuck off this roller coaster. Coaster, get the fuck off this roller coaster. I feel like I'm chopping your roller coaster, going up and down. My stomach chopping, pussy popping from the way you beat it down. Got me all up in my feelings by the way you eat it now. But when I turn my head around, you got bitches calling you out. Answer the phone, why you got it on silent? You about to be sleeping alone. They lay you up, they sweating and waiting on you to come through, cause they tryna blow. How your lies? When I first met you was a blessing that came in disguise. Though it was different, don't you was happening? You got me you will never find another like me. They don't even come close to doing the most. Hit up my phone one more time, like now go catch you the toast. You come back, you got me going insane. My brain is reaching its max. I know what I said, but I didn't mean it. That shit wasn't facts. It was all cop I relaxed. Damn, baby, I'm waiting. There's no need for anticipating. Let it out, you know that you want this. I bet you some next on this hit list. Don't got time, so baby, please hold us. Get the fuck off this roller coaster. Get the fuck off this roller coaster. Going up and down. My stomach chopping, pussy popping from the way you beat it down. Yeah. My stomach chopping, pussy popping from the way you beat it down.
Ooh, that is my jam. Can we play that again?
I can play the end. No, we can't. All right, so yeah, that's what happens when you're in a relationship. You dealing with who is that? Hey, thank you.
Yes.
Shout out, thank you for the donations. Like I said, we're doing this for autism tonight. Make sure y'all download. Make sure y'all stream these records right here. Do you hear me? Get this album because it's going to a good cause. And like I just told y'all, you know what I'm saying? We deal with going back and forth when you're in an abusive relationship. And you do that because you don't have a father, right, in your life. And then you be having mental issues like autism. So this is what we deal with, the mothers, the children. It's a cycle and it's a vicious one, right? But with all that being said, I got up off that roller coaster, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ever allow myself to go through that ever again. You understand? Whether I put my foot down on that person or I just walk away. And guess what? We see a different vision now, right? You see different things for yourself. Once you start knowing who you are, you start seeing different things for yourself. Even when you got autism, autistic people have dreams and goals too. They have ambitions. They want to live. People with autism in the Black community want to live and thrive, okay? We don't want to be limited. He don't want to be limited. So let's go. Let me tell you about my vision.
Shop.com.
See, I say the best for last. Now I'm about to really let y'all hear some bars. Y'all want to know if Iceis can rap? All right, let's go. Can you see my vision? I'm a visionary. All these bitches always second temporary. My success is in me, it's hereditary. Crushing bitches like I'm in the military. I'm a beast, and you gon' respect me. I write my own shit, and I love my bars. I mean, I got a hitting ass kid. I always finish clean. I got the crowd hyped up like they on caffeine. I make these niggas hear now like they're drinking lean. I watch you check switch. I was never on my plane. Bitches suck. You better duck. When I buck, I'ma break your spleen. Can you comprehend my grind? I'm a rash. You know what's in my jeans. You ain't nothing but a waste of time. You not a friend of mine when I hit the scene. Never ever catch me lacking. I'm always packing. I'm a motherfucking rap machine. I'm on my shit. I've been doing this since a bitch was about 13. When it comes to the flow, I'ma let you know how I go when I stack my cheese. Z-Twins been winning from the beginning. You will never catch us on 90s. Wordplay gets vicious. When you hear this, you gon' run into my vision. I'm ambitious. This is how I make a living. You just witness me. Used to beat up like some chicken. Is what I'm giving. Why you bitches acting different? It's suspicious. You gon' make me get malicious. You got decisions. Other traction got me in this, but I'm not finished. I visualize you on my hit list and I'm in this. Watch me take them down.
I said I'm a visionary.
Shout out to Bam.
Like my mama said, I'll be a millionaire.
Hey.
If you want that work, then you can visit here. Said I'm on my way to be a billionaire. Tell them I'm a visionary. Everything I do, I get it.
Shout out to everybody who donated tonight.
Everything
Y'all
I do,
running
I
it up
get
for
it.
him.
Said it ain't fast. Nothing on you niggas.
From the cash out to now, we only got $51 left to
Everything
go.
I do, I get it back.
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Gotta be humble, live my life for my sons. Man, fuck rap, I do it for rump. Pull up, have a seat. I just begun. Everything that I lost, I swear I get it back. Hustle, grind, hustle, what you know about that? The young and the reckless, live my life reckless. These niggas ain't friends, they wanna see me arrested. Came to an gentleman, my name's always mentioned. God, if I'm wrong, praying for forgiveness. The good die young, I just wanna have my time. Visionary motherfucker can't stop my shine. I'm forever 640, always been naughty. In the paint, motherfucker, like I'm Brad Doherty. Ain't nothing changed but the weather and the year. Couldn't see you then, now the picture's so clear. Visionary.
I said I'm a visionary. All my life, my mama said I'll be a millionaire.
Let's go.
If you want that work, then you can visit here. Said I'm on my way to be a billionaire. Tell them I'm a visionary. Everything I do, I get it back.
I got a show tomorrow.
Everything I do, I get it back.
Gotta go to Atlanta. I got a show in Jersey. I got a show
I'm a visionary. Everything I do, I get it back. I said I'm a visionary. All my life, my mama said I'll be a millionaire. If you want that work, then you can visit here. Said I'm on my way to be a billionaire. Tell them I'm a visionary. Everything I do, I get it back. I'm a visionary. Everything I do, I get it back. Said it ain't fast. Nothing on you niggas.
Thank you.
I'm a visionary. Everything I do, I get it back.
I know hard work. I know it. I know you.
Let me tell y'all something else, right? Sometimes people talk about what they're going to do. They sit around and they analyze their dreams. They be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. And once they get to a certain point, fear gets in the way. That's one thing I love about autism. Oh, shout out for the donation. Thank you. That's what I love about people with autism. They are fearless. Scary as they are fearless. Like, they literally are fearless, and I love that about them. My nephew always had about him, he's going to do what he want to do. He's going to chase his dreams, he's going to chase his goal, whatever that may be. And he ain't never let nothing stop him, okay? I feel the same way, you know what I'm saying? I don't just talk about what I'm going to do. People be like, oh, I'm going to start this brand, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to do this and that, but then they don't. Not me, because I'm really about that. Real talk.
Sometimes it's when you record, it's what's going on around you that makes it.
I said I was going to start
It's like when you listen to the music, What memory does it
Said
take
I
you
was gonna
to?
do with my twin.
And that's part of the Jesus got it locked, boy.
I said I'm gonna do this album. I said I'm gonna get back to my community. I did that shit because I'm out there. I'm out there, you hear me?
Hey, trust me, I'm out there. If anyone touch you, know it's gonna get messy, cause homie, I'm out there. If I fall something, I'm getting upset, cause I always bounce back. I still remember when nobody helped me, and I was down bad. Yeah, I had to bounce back. Whoa, cause we about that. If anyone touch you, know it's gonna get messy, cause homie, I'm out there. If I fall something, I'm getting upset, cause I always bounce back. I still remember when nobody helped me, that's when I was down bad. Yeah, I had to bounce back.
Yes, I'm about that. Trust me, nigga, don't doubt that. I put my money where my mouth at. And if I lose, I get it right back. It all started a long time ago. I get you ever happened once upon a time. He was just faking it, she was just hating, can't take it. I'm blowing up their mind. Now the time has come for you to show it cool. I put it on my son that I would never lose. Will never be a punk bitch, nigga. I refuse. That's not a soul alive that can walk in my shoe. Look. I've been through it all. They try to push me down, but I never fall. You play with my family, I'm coming through. I got real sisters always ready to fall. I'm a real woman, I ain't dropping the ball. Listen, you sneak this in me in the hall. Bitches they catch it, don't care who you call. I get all of your shit, don't make me tell it all. I'm here to you, nigga. The fuck is you want? You can't play with a queen, nigga. I never lost. This is a time for I had to call. I'm always on the back, bitch. I'm coming out strong. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
I'm getting upset because I always bounce back.
Okay.
I remember when nobody helped me, and I was down bad. Yeah, I had to bounce back.
Whoa, trust me about that.
If anyone touch me, I was gonna get messy, cause homie, I'm about that. If I fall sick, I'm getting upset because I always bounce back. I still remember when nobody helped me, that's when I was down bad. Yeah, I had to bounce back.
Let's go.
Men through the fire while they pray for my downfall. Out chasing motherfuckers, hanging from my dog. Hating about my city, still running like Diddy. True be told, they can't fuck with me. No way out, and for better days. Living all way from the 640 hallway. Niggas switch side, still keep my pride. Been this way since Lord Man died.
If anyone touch me, know it's gonna get messy, cause homie, I'm about that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sydney Johnson and family. They said good night, everyone. Just passing through.
Good night. Thank you for stopping through.
Thank you so much.
That view means a lot
Appreciate
too.
it.
Y'all don't get it. It do. It really do. So now that y'all know that I'm about that life, I'm willing to fight for what I believe in. The Zodiac twins will never stop.
And
Just because we took a break to focus on ourselves, I focused on my music. She focused on what she got going on. We're always gonna be the Zodiac twins. Y'all understand? Don't get it twisted.
and we ain't going nowhere.
And now you got the Zodiac family. We branched out to doing videos with not just ourselves. We doing interviews. We putting music on our page. We're doing everything. You feel that?
We doing a lot. We dibbling and dabbling, dabbling and dibbling. You know what I'm saying? I mean, would we be the Zodiac twins if we just did one damn thing? Like, we wouldn't, like, it don't make sense.
I can't just do one thing. That's not how I work. I'm a Libra.
I tried, even though I want to.
So let me tell y'all this story, right? One day I'm riding in the car, whatever. We minding our business. I get a phone call from my son, right? Because remember what you were saying? What you were saying about a mama? What you were saying?
A mama is going to defend her cubs.
She was
by
saying
any
that.
means necessary.
And you're right. I get a call. My son called me. He was like, Tony got into a little situation. And this lady, like, real life, was like, yeah, go get your mother, like, type situation, right? I came home and I dealt with the situation like a grown adult that I am, right? It wasn't nothing. But had it been something, I don't play about my kids.
Not at all.
And if you're a mother, you will understand me when I tell you this song.
It's the mother's anthem, baby.
Any mother or father gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Period.
All my parents, put your hands up, put your lighters up, put your diapers and wipes up.
Throw some ones in the chat if you don't play about your kids.
Put the pampers up.
Throw some ones in the chat if you don't play about your kids.
Get it.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Lola. I can't believe this bitch, huh?
Oh, yo.
Can you believe this shit? No. It got me fucked up.
Talk.
Let's go. Boy, fake and hit it with the pop. Hop in the car, pull up to your house, come through the door, no knock knock. What you say about my kids? Now I'm all in. He looking at me in shock. Now he in tears, cut his face is sweet. Later hit him with a Glock. I tried to warn you when I run up on you, I don't need you being all scared. Now that you're a gunner, I'm the guest of honor, and it's what that you were prepared. Don't play with my kids. That's the only way I need close. I'm a mama bear, I will leave there. That's the only way to make a toast. Don't play with my kids. I'm a mama bear, you will see. Watch how you talk about them, I will knock you out. So leave the beef and shit up to me. Don't play with my kids. Don't play with my kids. Don't play with my kids. Now that we got an understanding, let me tell you how you gon' move whenever you see my kids standing. Don't say shit, it's how about that's a rule, that's what I'm demanding. No creep shit like you want $1 or can I give them some candy? They don't want it and I don't got time, I'm straight mama bear when you talk about mine. So you West in the air, hit you with the 9. That's all I can spare, but could be a spell. Don't play with my kids. That's the only way I need them close. I'm a mama bear, I will leave there. That's the only way to make a toast. Don't play with my kids. I'm a mama bear, you will see. Watch how you talk about them, I will knock you out. So leave the beef and shit up to me. Don't play with my kids. Don't play with my kids. Don't play with my kids. Look at the one. I give you a chance. I let you choose life or death. My kids are going insane. Just put your head down. Don't even look at it. Don't let blood run through my veins. You know I'm heavy-handed. I will leave you. You got some words you can't explain. You won't be the one-on-one. I'm the one who does. Zodiac twins. We don't fuck around. I'll get your ass on the run. Touch you just be done with my kids. You'll never be found. Don't play with my kids. That's the only way I need them close. I'm a mama bear. I will leave you there. That's the only way to make a toast. Don't play with my kids. I'm a mama bear, you will see. Watch how you talk about them, I will knock you out. So leave the beef and shit up to me. Don't play with my kids. 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 Don't play with my kids.
Yeah. That's the message to all of y'all out there. I'm ready for whatever when it comes to mine. When it comes to mine, I want all the smoke.
All of it.
I want all the fire.
Let's go!
That's for all the parents out there that don't play about their kids.
Yes.
10 toes down, who will put on some bobos just to be 3 years old to whoop somebody ass.
Right, because that's another thing that we got to deal with. Now, what we dealing with is breaking generational curses tonight, okay? Yes, we're talking about autism, but we always are also talking about the Black community because I don't care about nothing else. I care about my people and helping my people, and my people happen to be my nephew, right? So that's important. We deal with this in the Black community too. We don't come together enough. I remember back in the day when everybody can go outside and play and everybody will be watching the children. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of it being a competitive thing, you pitting your kids against each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like want the whole neighborhood to tear you up.
It was the true epitome of it takes a village.
It takes a village. Right.
Like we don't have those qualities in our neighborhoods no more where, you know, Miss Jackson down the street knew damn well she was going to whoop your ass and then tell your mama she whooped your ass.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
And then your mama was going to whoop your ass for getting whooped and embarrassing her.
And yeah, because you're embarrassed now. You done made the neighbor beat your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to beat your ass. It's not like that no more. You know what I mean? Where kids be out late at night and they be like, oh, I know your mama wouldn't want you out there. You better get your ass out. You know, and now they just don't care. Like, they just letting these kids do whatever and they just spiraling out of control. Like, between these 2000 babies and these pandemic babies, Lord, y'all gonna tell me so early grade.
I'm trying to tell you. So basically what I'm trying to get through to everybody is, as a community, we need to stick together. We need to fight for the needs of our children in our community because at the end of the day, our children is our future. When we old and dusty, our kids is going to be the one who carry this world along. And autism children is a part of that community. Matter of fact, they're the best part of that community because them are the ones that's making things. These autistic kids are not slow. They're not dumb and retarded or whatever stereotype people like to say. They're actually brilliant. Like I said, look at Rain Man. They got abilities. They might lack in this and this, but their abilities, to me, they got superpowers. And with that being said, I'm glad that y'all actually supported. Y'all donated. Y'all rocked with the Zodiac Twins tonight. And I hope y'all really enjoyed the music. Download it, because like I said, it's going to a good cause.
And one more thing. These people who do not have children that are autistic, you guys do have to remember, yes, they are our future as well.
Yeah.
You need to teach them and let them learn how to be good people, because at the end of the day, when we dead and gone, we need to leave it to them to make sure that they carry on our legacy the right way.
Exactly.
How we raise them. You don't want to raise no badass kids with these disrespectful mouths and all this stuff like that. They're hateful towards people who have autism or any disability. You don't teach them that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Teach them that everyone's equal.
I don't know how religious y'all are, but the Bible says teach a child and train a child in the way that they should go, and they shall never depart from it. You gotta teach your kids how to deal with other people's kids who are autistic. For real, because the stories that I be hearing about what autistic kids go through, they be getting bullied, jumped, all kinds of stuff. And that could never be Daytron Gilchrist. Team Daytron!
All day.
All night.
All day.
Don't play.
Okay.
Thank you. We're not about to play. Period. I got too many sisters in that and stuff for that. But it's people that's alone. So like I said,
we're here for you.
The way for our community to thrive, because every other race is thriving except for ours. We have to come together. And we have to put the Most High first. That's the most important thing. Follow His law, statutes, and commandments. You get what I'm saying? And y'all do what y'all got to do for each other. Support each other. Okay? And with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this live.
And please don't forget to share us on all platforms.
All platforms.
Everywhere, descriptions down below. Mm-hmm. All right?
Yes. And every time you see our video, hit that bell. Ooh, and Allah. Yes.